Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today we are continuing on with our daily hug from 100 Hugs by Chris Riddell. And today we are doing the bear hug with a wonderful little dolly. Isn't he cute? He's just so cute. And we're going to make him a black bear. So we're going to use some blacks and some browns and some grays. We are using the Prismacolor colored pencils. So we're going to start with some grays. I know I picked up the black, but we're going to start with gray. So we're going to start with French gray number 10, and we're just going to coat him with the French gray, especially in all those areas that we want to be lighter. Now I have been told that the Prismacolors work quite nicely on this paper. I am seeing that there may be a little bit of ink pickup from them, but we'll see. That may just be from the other side. Yeah, that's just from the other side. There's a very heavily inked page on the other side, so. How is everybody today? I hope you are all enjoying the hug of the day. I will continue to do as many hugs as possible. You all may hear my husband in the background. He is home, as I said on the previous video. So if you hear him, don't worry about it. I don't have some strange person in the house with me. Just my husband. Well, maybe I do have a strange person in the house with me. But it's one I allow, so, it's okay. So I'm just going through and just filling in all the areas of the bear with that gray, just as a base coat for our highlights. Alright, now we're going to take some number 47, which is dark umber. I'm going to give it a sharpen, so I want the points to be nice and sharp for the hair. And we're going to start flicking some hair. Now, of course, because it is a bear, and bear hair is everywhere. Alright, so I'm just going through, and I'm flicking in the direction that the hair is drawn. And this is just the first initial areas of the bear's hair. And we're going to mix that in with some blacks. Trying to make sure I don't get the dolly's hair, because we're going to do that blonde. Because, why not? Or red. I think it's blonde dolly. Alright, just flick, 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 flick. Just getting those hair flicks all in there. Oh, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like Prismas. This one seems to have a broken core. Let's see, might have to, I'm going to have to sharpen it with my other sharpener, so I'm going to grab the doll. Let's see if we can get a good sharpen out of the doll 133. Alright, so we've got a good sharp point, and it seems to be in there, so hopefully that won't happen again. Alright. And the choo-choo train is going to go by, so if you hear it, it's kind of loud, but you guys normally don't hear it very loud. I hear it very loud, but because I use a headset, you guys don't hear it very loud, but you may see some shaking on my desk. And once again, I'm just going through with this dark umber over top of the gray that I laid down. I'm not too worried about the shadow areas because I'm going to be doing them in black. But I just want to add a little bit of extra color in there, so when I do the black, it's not overpowering and you can still see the definition of the bear and the hair and that sort of thing. Just going to build up those colors. And I think I'm going to leave his belly nice and white. Or gray, or whatever. We'll see. I'm just going in the same direction, just extending those hairs out. Extending those shadows out. The great thing about hair is it's just flick, 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 flick. And the great thing about the fact that this is a larger area is it really doesn't need to be anything more than flicks in the same direction, especially since this is the first layer. It's, well, the second layer because I did go over it with gray. The first layer of the hair color. How's that? I'm just going to go down here in the back. Make sure we get his leg hairs here. Hairs on his tail and his tuchus. And I know I just lowered my voice again. I do have a habit of doing that. Lowering my voice when I'm trying to concentrate on an area. We're going to make him a happy little bear. Well, he's already a happy little bear. He's got a dolly to hug. But we're going to make him a colored happy little bear. Alright. Now we're going to take this one here, which is Espresso. I'm going to try to sharpen it with the Tegal, and hopefully it won't be broken down the core. And of course it is. Okay, we got a good sharp point. Yay, yes. I'm going to switch over to the other camera here so you can see a little bit closer. There we go. Might be able to see a little bit better this way. Now I'm just going in and filling in a little bit more. Bringing those empty areas in a little bit more. Filling in some of those blank spots with a little bit of the darker brown. Trying to make sure that it looks like hair. Just little flicks. Don't do more than just little flicks. Try to make sure you keep your pencil as sharp as possible. I know hair is hard to do with a Prisma pencil because they squish very, very easily. And they don't maintain that nice hard point. But I'm a sadist, so I'm just going to do it with the Prismas. I have all these oil-based pencils that would probably work better for this, but I'm just going to do it with the Prismas. Just because I'm lazy and they were out on my desk. That's the exact reason. I'm lazy and they were already out. Try to make sure I'm not coloring in the dolly's hair. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to go a little bit deeper than those other lines, deeper into that white. Going to have to sharpen again just to maintain that sharp point so that I don't get too much of the flat color. I want the hairs to be a little bit darker, a little bit sharper. But it's not a big deal at this point because the main color of the hair is going to be the black. So that's the one that's going to have to be the sharpest. Because if you look at a black bear, their hair actually has quite a bit of brown and red brown and all those colors into it. Black bear isn't actually black. Just bringing that out into that dark area there. Same with down here. Or light area. That area that should be darker. the sides of his feet. Paws, whatever you want to call them. And then over here. Alright, and now we're going to take this one here, which is sepia, or sepia, or sepia. And we're going to try to get it sharp. There we go. And then we're just going to do the same thing. Just bring it down in the direction of the hair. Bring it up. Alright. I know I just went quiet. Concentration. Hair concentration. Like I said, the black is going to be predominant, so the darker the flicks, the better. And of course, yeah, my son has decided it's video game time, so he's going to be getting loud too. Hopefully you guys can't hear him, because yeah, teenagers playing video games, not something anybody wants to hear. Alright, oh, I need to put some on his nose. I have to sharpen that again. Didn't do his head. Alright, so we're going to put some down here. And around his ears. And down here. Trying to make sure that you don't get the dolly's hair. Up from here. Bringing that down into his face. Alright, now we're going to use the black. And we're going to go heavy here on his nose. And then we're just going to flick, flick, flick. Right over top of all that brown. Darkening it up. I don't think my black is going to be long enough to get all this hair done. Might have to find an extender. We'll see. Let's make sure that we don't get into the dolly there. Now just filling in. Over top of those flicks with a light layer of that black. Like so. Anywhere that there's some loose hairs sticking out, just doing a little flick there. Making sure that I'm missing the dolly's hair. But still getting the bear's hair. Would help if I'm on camera. Just going through and adding those dark bear flicks, as well as a little bit of lighter color in some of those areas that are highlighted. Making sure that some of that brown is showing through, but most of the black is showing through. You would think a black bear would be easy to color. I always make things harder than it is. I'm all for realism until I get halfway done and go, goodness, why did I choose to do that? Kind of sadist am I? Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Hopefully you guys can see the bear through all this mess. It doesn't look too terrible. Black bears are hard. See, if it was a brown bear or something, I would have just coated it in light brown and did some dark brown flicks and called it a day. Black bears have so many more colors in them. Grays and browns and blues. Well, not blues, but reds, which I've added with the browns. Now I'm just going to go underneath his paws here. I'm just going to go a little bit darker under there, just so that you can see his paws a little bit better. Same with under here. I'm just going to do under here a little bit darker so you can see the definition of his arm. Same with under here, so you can see the definition of his arm. Like so. And then up in here, like so. Otherwise, he gets lost. Oh no, I forgot his paw. I'm going to put more color in his paw here. I was so busy trying to avoid the dolly, I missed his paw. And then we'll put a little bit more of this. And then we'll put some black. Make sure that we put that definition in, like that. Okay, now we're coming down into his body. Put some definition here for the dolly. Not sure I'm liking it, but too late now. Just going to fill this in. We're going to put the definition in for his leg here. And his bum. And his tail. And then down here for this leg. Of course, I'm off camera. Sorry, guys. Concentration, I didn't look up. And I should remember to look up. So I'm just filling in with the black now. I've put the definition in. I'm going to put some definition in for his toes. And just fill that all in with black. Just lightly. So it has the black color, but not deep black color. Alright. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to put in some flicks for the hair. To make sure that you can see his black hair as well as the brown hairs. We're going to put the definition in for his toes. And the top of his foot and his ankle area. And then we're just going to fill this in. Try to make sure that it's fairly light, darker in this back area. But still light enough that you can still see those colors coming through. Now, if you choose to do this in a different color, I don't blame you. Black is a black bear is a very difficult one. And I don't think I got it right, but like I said, too late now. Just going to shadow this area here. Put in some more flicks here. And then just going over it really lightly with the black. Like that. Just filling it in a little bit. Now we have some 30% French gray. And I'm just going to fill in some of the highlight areas, like on his belly here, and down his arm here. And on his nose, and up here, and down here. Alright, and I'm going to fill in around his knuckles there as well. And his toes. Then we're going to take sepia, and we're going to do his toenails. And then we're going to sharpen the black because yeah, we've dulled it. We dulled it. And then we're just going to put a couple through that area a little bit. But then we're going to go over the toenails so that you can see them. There we go. And then we're going to do these ones nice and dark black. I don't know why, just felt like it. Alright. And we're going to make sure that we can see. I'm going to do down here dark black right into his lip. And then we're going to do his lip. And this is dark umber, which has a bit of red in it. So that's what we're going to do the lip with. Bring that down into there and around the eye area as well. Alright, and then up into the ears. And down here. Just making sure that there's enough of that red in his coat. Alright. Okay, so we're going to stop fussing with the bear now. And we're going to do our little dolly. And we need our white, and I need to sharpen it. And there we go. We're going to do the dolly's face. And then we need a little bit of, what's this one? Nope, this one. A little bit of red. And a little bit of pink. And a little bit of peach under here. a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I'm using burnt ochre right now. And then we're going to do her outfit. And I think we're going to do that in blues. Just because. And down here. Oh, I do apologize. Husband's phone is going off. And then we're going to take this one, which is non-photo blue, so you might not be able to see it. The other one was China blue, and then this is non-photo blue. And then we're going to take the black here. Do her little shoes. And I'm going to blend that in a little bit better. And then we're going to take some lemon yellow. And we're going to do her hair. And we're going to take this one here. And we're going to do some shadowing in her hair if I don't continually break the pencil. I know I shouldn't have done that. I just rubbed that right across. It's alright. And this is why I don't use my Prismas very much, because they frustrate me. Alright, and then we're just going to blend that in with the yellow. And we're going to take some blue. And that looks terrible. And we're going to take actually a little bit of white gel pen and fix her eyes. Maybe. I'm going to try to fix her eyes. This one's too thick. And this one doesn't want to work. Oh, it's almost empty. That would be why. And it's my glaze. That would be also why. Ain't going to get any color out of that. This is the one I wanted. There we go. Yeah, that's better. And then Just going to put in a little bit of blue, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That eye looks messed up. I'm going to have to let it dry and then I'll fix it. Because that eye is messed up. We're going to put some of this on his nose. And on his nail here. Here. And here. And here. Just giving that nail a little bit of a shine. And same death down here on her shoes. Alright. And there is our bear. Now we're going to do a little bit of, no, I don't want sepia. A little bit of burnt ochre down here on the ground. And then under his paws, we'll use a little bit of espresso in the shadows. And there we have our bear hug. I'll switch on over to the main camera so you can see the bear hug. So that is our bear hug for today with his dolly. And like I said, I will fix the dolly a little bit better because she's messed up. So this one is August 30th. Oh, 31st today? Oh, it is 31st. August 31st, 21. And this is day 13. So we have gone through 13 hugs. We have a bear hug with his dolly. We have a bug hug between two grasshoppers. And that one's not done yet. And we have another bear hug. This is a mama bear hug with her cubs. And we have a unicorn hug between a mated pair of unicorns. And then we have our gentleman hug. And we have a mess here. Let's see if I can clean that up before it gets everywhere. We have a lady and gentleman hug. And then we have our little girl loving on some nature and hugging a deer. And then we have our fish hug. Oh, it's catfish hugging. So with the catfish hug, it says, "Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find," by William Shakespeare. And then we have our cousin it hug. And then we have our flamingo hug. And then we have our panda bear hug with mama loving on her baby. That one's not done. That one's not done. Then we have our daddy hug. And our owl and kitty hug. And the owl and kitty hug says, "One word frees us of all the weight and pain of life. That word is love," by Solosthenes. I can never say the name. And then we have our introductory hug of our wonderful bear hugging on his little girlfriend there. And this, of course, is 100 Hugs by Chris Riddell. And of course, we will be continuing with 100 hugs, one hug every day until all 100 hugs are colored. Until next time, I want to say thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this hug. Again, we colored a bear hug, and it's just a black bear hugging on his little dolly. Until next time, thank you all very much for watching. Always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Until next time, bye bye for now.